So to start this problem, we would need to know the relationship between the two units that we're looking at. And so we are given inches and we're trying to go to millimeters. So if I look at my conversion table, I know it has in there 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So while that doesn't get me directly into millimeters, it would get me closer, so I could go to centimeters. And so why don't we do that first step, and then we'll think about it in terms of how would we do the next step. So you write always down what you're given. And then when you set up a conversion factor, the unit that you were given, in this case is inches, right here, will have to go in the denominator. So we would want the 1 inch underneath and the 2.54 centimeters on top. And so we're taking that equality and making it a conversion factor. Now, here's something that's a little different in this problem, and that is that the units are cubed. And you would never go from a cube to a squared or something like that. So if you start with a cubed unit, it's going to end up as a cubed unit. And so what that makes us do is cube our conversion factor. So because what we were given is cubed, we will cube it. And so now let's enter this into our calculator. I'm doing it right now. So 4.5. Now notice when I type in the 4.5 here, I'm just typing in 4.5. I'm not cubing that number. It's already, the math to get to this answer, this number here is already done. So I'm just entering 4.5, and then I'm going to multiply that by, I'm putting in a parentheses, and then I'll put these two numbers, and then I'll close the parentheses, and I will cube the whole thing. So let me enter it, 2.54 divided by 1, close the parentheses, and cubed. And the answer that I am coming up with right now for this step is 73.741788. The units would now be centimeters cubed. So I'm just going to rewrite this so we can see it. So then now I have centimeters, and so I need to know the relationship. Now, depending on how experienced you are with the metric system, you could go from centimeters to meters and then back to millimeters. So this may be what you know. So you might be able to do that. Oops, I put too many bumps on my M. But I know that there are 10 millimeters. Those are the small lines when you look at the ruler in 1 centimeter. So that's the relationship. So then I'm going to take this number here that I just calculated. It's centimeters cubed. And again, since it's cubed, I'll set up the conversion factor the same. So I'm going to need to put centimeters on the denominator so the centimeters cancel. And then the 10 millimeters on the numerator. But again, because this is cubed, I have to cube the conversion factor. Because basically what cubed means is that I'm multiplying like inches by itself 3 times. So I have to do 3 conversions, and that's why I have to cube my conversion. And here, this would be like centimeters 3 times. So I have to cube my conversion to get rid of each unit. So here the inches cubed go away with the inches cubed here. And so now let's do this one. So I'm just taking my answer and then I'm multiplying it by 10 divided by 1 cubed. So I'm cubing it. and I get 73741.788 millimeters cubed. So now I have to worry about significant figures, and so I go back to what I was given, and this number here has 2 significant figures. So I want to keep 2, so I want the 7 and the 3. So then that becomes 7, 4, because I'm dropping a 7, so it's going to, it's going to round up. And then I'm going to replace each one of these with a 0, so that will hold the place. So in my homework, if it allowed me to write a standard number, I would write 74,000. If it was prompting me to write scientific notation, then you move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 places to the left, and I would have 7.4 times 10 to the 4th millimeters cubed. So either one of those answers. I also want to mention I wrote this as 2 steps, 1, 2, but you could write this as a continuous problem where you did not get intermediate answers. And it would look like what I'm writing at the top of the screen. So in the math part of this, the important thing is that you remember to cube your conversion factors. Oh, sorry, the program I'm using is getting caught because I'm so close to the top. Then that would equal the answer. So you see that you get rid of inches cubed, then you get rid of centimeters cubed, and you're left with millimeters cubed. So I hope this answered the question that you have. If you have more questions or you need some more clarification on this problem, please feel free to reach out to me. Keep up the good work.